If you haven't figured it out by now, the systems of yesterday are pretty much failing people left and right. We're talking things like politics, religion, education, the job market. The ways of yesterday are pretty much over. And if you haven't picked up on that by now, allow me to be the one to enlighten you on this. If you're not actively trying to figure out ways to bring value into the marketplace on your own without some boss or CEO telling you what to do, not only are you missing out on opportunities for yourself and your family and your loved ones and your friends, but you're not tapping into your full potential. And that's one of the things that you probably don't see happen a lot whenever you're working some job that you hate. Now, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of people who are in jobs that they absolutely love and they're doing a great job, and that's awesome. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about those of you who see this, who are just kind of going through the motions. Maybe you are considering going into college. Maybe you've gone to college and you have a boatload of debt and you're now wandering around aimlessly trying to figure out what you're going to do with the rest of your life. My biggest suggestion for you, not the people who are happy in their 9-to-5s, I'm talking to people who are not happy in their 9-to-5s. My biggest suggestion for you is to start asking yourself some of those hard questions. Some of those questions could sound like, what do people come to me for whenever they're in a bind? What are the kinds of things that I'm naturally good at that my friends and family just seem to gravitate to me whenever they're in some kind of a problem, and they just automatically know that I can help them with the solution to that problem? Because whenever you start thinking like that, you start finding that there are things that you're actually really good at. You start finding that there are things that you have deep within you that you can bring out pretty much on command and add some kind of value or solution to people's problems. And that right there, that is the key to making money out of nothing. The key to making money in the real world is not by just going and looking for someone to just tell you what your worth is and write you a check every couple of weeks. That works for some people. That didn't work for me. I was working 3 to 4 jobs just to try and survive after the economy crashed in '08. And so I got to thinking and I was like, you know what? I need to figure out a way to make money on my own without having to depend on somebody else. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm like just sitting in my apartment or, making money out of thin air. What I'm talking about is I had to figure out how money works in general. So I started studying people who had gone before me. I started reading everything I could about entrepreneurship and startups and, people who were my age or just a little bit older who were making significant amounts of money doing public speaking or, doing events and connecting with people, writing books and a lot of people in the personal development entrepreneurship space. And maybe that's not for you. Maybe you're not the kind of person who really enjoys connecting with other people and inspiring them and coaching them and, doing that kind of thing. But what I'm trying to get you to think about are the things that you're just kind of naturally good at. And a lot of times what it really boils down to is the things that you're naturally good at are things that you actually like to do. For me, I really enjoy helping other people figure out what it is that they like to do and helping them figure out ways to make money doing that. And a lot of times that boils down to really forcing yourself to realize that if you want to be successful in any kind of endeavor, it's going to take time, it's going to take work, but you're working anyway, right? So if you're in that situation where you're trying to figure out, how am I going to make ends meet? I can't be in this job forever. I hate my boss, blah, blah, blah. There's plenty of people out there who are dealing with that kind of stuff who haven't even considered the fact that you don't need to be locked in to one geographic location in order to make money today. Obviously, I'm sitting in my car right now. I actually just got off the phone with 2 different clients, and I've pretty much accomplished the work that I needed to do for the day. Now, it's taken me a very long time to get to the point where I can say that. I've got a lot of systems working in the background on my website and things that are operating so that I have the freedom to do this kind of stuff now that I didn't have before. And like I said before, it takes a lot of work. However, the work and the payoff is worth it. So if you're in those kind of situations where you feel stuck, you feel frustrated, and you have that kind of I don't know, that gut feeling that there has to be more than just sitting in a cubicle and taking orders all day or flipping burgers or, shuffling papers around. I assure you that yes, there is more to life than all of that. And you can succeed if you put in the work and if you surround yourself with people who know what they're doing and who are willing to help you along the way. There's plenty of amazing people out there who are doing all kinds of stuff that I guarantee that you would rather be doing. And most of those people are more than willing to answer any questions that you have. If that gets under your skin a little bit, if it inspires you, if it makes you feel like, you know what, yeah, maybe I should start thinking about this stuff a little bit. Good. That's exactly why I did this video today. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, if you have any comments, go ahead and drop them below, send me a message or whatever. I hope this encourages you at least a little bit today. There's a lot of people out there who are feeling frustrated, who are feeling stuck, and I really, really do remember exactly how you feel, because I was feeling the same way shortly after the economy tanked in 2008. And it got to a point where I was like, you know what? No one's coming to save me. No one's going to come and fix these problems for me. I have to figure out how to put in the work and create the life that I want to live instead of waiting for someone to hand it to me. And if that resonates with you, just send me a message and let me know where you're at. And I'll see if I can make any suggestions. I read a ton of different books, and I'm sure that there's at least something that I can offer to you that would at least get you headed in the right direction. I can't tell you how to be making, $10 million a year, at least not yet. But what I can tell you is that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And a lot of times you have to be the one who decides to put in the work and take the risk to do something that's a little outside of the box if you want to see the kind of results that are a bit more uncommon these days. So anyway, I'm Ryan Rhoades with reformdesigns.biz. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. I'll talk to you soon.